Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I have the night off. Skylar is at my sister's spending the night with her cousins Nora and Jessie. So I thought since I had a little bit of time alone that we'd read some comments. It has been, I'd say, at least a month since I've read comments because Skylar has been here for over a month. I have so many to choose from, but I picked some and I am going to go through those few. And we'll be back to this series shortly because Skylar will be leaving Wednesday. Where are we? This is Friday. So anyway, let's just jump into some comments. I do want to mention the video that I uploaded yesterday. Postal, what is it? Going postal and hating life, all that good stuff. Got a lot of comments on that video. Even though I stated in the video that I had decided I was going to leave the comments on because I really did not want to have comments on that video. But then I decided I would leave them on, and if it got to be too much that I could just turn them off. Then after I uploaded it, I was like so scared because I was going to bed and I didn't want to wake up to a whole bunch of comments and I was going to turn them off. But I left them on, and surprisingly, I got so many comments of people understanding where I came from and, even more importantly, thanking me for uploading that because they felt the same way, and like me, they felt like they were alone. Then I did get a couple of assholes in there, but for the most part, the comments were awesome. So if you want to go read a whole shitload of comments, go to that video. I'll link to it down below and in the comments and on the end screen for you, and you can go check it out. These comments are, you know, like I said, a month old, or some of them are probably even older. But let's just get started. I have just a few like normal comments. The others are comments that bug me. Not necessarily hate, but just the ones that bug me. So, first, does Skylar's brother ever visit Maine? Skylar has a brother who is 3 years older than her with a different dad, and he doesn't come in the summer, obviously, because he's with his father in Florida in the summer. But he has visited here once. Derek took him one Thanksgiving. I had Derek come with both the kids, and so he's been here once. And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of videos showing him. Does your sister watch your videos? No, she doesn't. I have shown her a few, but she doesn't watch my videos. I'd pretty much guess that most of my immediate family, well, I have 2 other brothers living, and I can promise you one of them has never even seen YouTube, and the other one I'm sure has not watched my videos. My nephews might glance at them once in a while, but no. I think you should make your scrap blocks into a PDF book so that people could buy and download. Keep it at a reasonable price and make some money. And I wrote back, I think I should not do any of that. It's just funny to me when people say you should. Those words just stick out to me like a sore thumb. Oh, this is from, I believe, probably my last I read YouTube comments video. This guy, Wayne, he says, he wrote a lot of stuff. I'm just going to read like one line. Hi, Darlene. I have to agree with 99% of everything you said in this video, and the 1% that I don't agree with isn't worth mentioning. Then he goes on. And I wrote back, by stating there is 1% that is not worth mentioning, you are indeed mentioning it. But instead of coming right out with it, you'd rather play a guessing game. I'll bite. And then I started, you know, guessing things. I must have touched on Christians and gays because I mentioned both those things. If I guessed wrong, no biggie. I'm not into games. Next time you don't want to mention something, just don't fucking mention it. Looks to me like you might not understand what not mentioning something means. I didn't even know I wrote that. Here's one that, again, I know the person has a good heart, a beautiful soul. Yeah, I'm making light of it only because I don't understand why people think that what it is for them is the way it is for others. Everybody is so different. So she took this down. I have a screenshot. After I replied to her, she deleted it, and I don't like that because I took the time to read the comment and to reply to the comment, and then she deleted it. But I have a screenshot. Her YouTube name is Miss Eleni S. And she writes, Darlene, this is on, it's just a tag along with me video. I must have mentioned my mother in the video and my tough relationship with her. My mother's narcissistic. Darlene, I know how hard it is taking care of your elderly mother, but try not to let the unpleasant moments get in the way. There will come a day when your mom won't be around and you will miss her like there's no tomorrow. The hole in my heart never heals. I lost mine 2 years ago and would give my right arm to have just one more day with her, even if she is cranky or having a bad day. Narcissistic or not, you are a good daughter and you love your mother. Cherish your time with your mom. Now, she does say narcissistic or not, so she has some understanding about what I have talked about with my mother. And she fucking dismissed everything that I've ever said by leaving me that sappy-ass comment. I hate shit like that. Hate it. So I wrote back, you have no clue. And yes, I believe that her hole in her heart never heals. I believe all that. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to have the same experience as her, because I'm sure I've had none of the same experience as her. So I wrote, you have no clue what it's like to be raised by a narcissistic mother, else you would never leave such a dismissive comment like this. This comment is a total insult to me. Don't belittle the horrors that have been placed on me throughout my entire lifetime. I tell you bits and pieces of my life, not the entire story, so don't assume you know how I will feel when my mother dies. This is not about unpleasant moments. It's about calculated, lifelong abuse. Your experience with your mother is most likely vastly different than mine. You can't compare the two. I would give my right arm to have never been born. I cherish none of this shit. Again, it just goes to show that two people can be at total opposite ends of something. But who the fuck puts that on somebody? You know, what if I'm struggling with my feelings and I have to be like, oh my God, I'm supposed to cherish this time with my mother and, you know, and I'm going to miss her like there's no tomorrow. Fuck all that shit. Seriously. Don't put shit like that on people that you don't even know. You don't know me. Oh my God. Of course I have some people who get on my case for responding like I do. They're like, that person was just trying to be nice and you shit all over her, you know, what a fucking bitch you are, and stuff like that. And my answer to that is, I didn't receive that comment the way you did. When I read a comment like that, I feel like I have been dismissed and that it's insulting to me. You can handle comments any way you want. I'm going to handle mine the way I want, and I'm going to tell you my honest feelings about it. I don't know, maybe some people in this world will actually stop and think a little bit before they comment on somebody's video. I'm not doing this to try to teach people how to leave a fucking comment, but it's not just me who takes comments this way. I am sure there are other people who are insulted by some of their comments, and you don't have to fucking tiptoe around people who just leave comments and with no consideration at all as to how that person might receive it. So maybe some people will stop and think twice and say, geez, if I say that, how's that going to come across to them? Unless you don't care about the other person. Most people who leave comments that are all about themselves, like she's telling me about her hole in her heart and that she'd give her right arm. You know, I know she wants to express that she misses the hell out of her mother, and I get that, but this was her story. It had nothing to do with comforting me in any way. She's fucking telling me what to do and how to feel and what to cherish. And then she even tells me, narcissistic or not, you are a good daughter and you love your mother. Fuck you. Oh my God. To stop reading that. It's pissing me off more and more. Okay, but those are the kind of comments that just drive me crazy. They really are. And I bother to read them to you because, again, I don't know, maybe somebody will just say, yeah, it never dawned on me that somebody could take something that way. And you shouldn't be pissed if somebody doesn't take it the way you intended. You took a chance and it backfired. Fucking live with it. Jimmy says, this is when I picked up Derek at the airport, and I'm assuming I was complaining about I had to pee. Yes, while I was waiting to pick him up, him and Skylar, I had to pee. And this guy says, open the door and pee. And I said, I don't have a penis. It's easier with a penis. And it is. That little penis does wonders when you have to pee in public. I don't have one of those. Oh, this one. You are so sweet person. And I wrote, I'm far from sweet. Just keep watching and you'll see what I mean. Oh, this one is from one of my meat eating videos. And Mar L says, that's why you are fat. Sorry for that, but nothing like that cares for itself in your body. Don't you love that apology tucked in there between two insults? I've never heard the biggest bullshit in my life. Happy heart disease or heart attack or other illnesses. And I wrote back, been fat for almost 30 years, been eating meat for about 7 months. It's actually 8 months now. So there goes your theory. Here's some more biggest bullshit for you. You are so kind. Oh, guess what? Non-meat eaters die too. Some from heart attack, some from disease, some from other illnesses, some die from just being stupid. This one writes, 90% of the comments I've seen have been really sweet. You have some awesome supporters, and you leave some savage-ass responses to the rude ones. And I wrote, you bet your savage ass I do. Red meat every day is not good for health. And I wrote, you went to the wrong medical school. Please stop saying bad language. And I wrote back, are you fucking kidding me? This one was on Facebook, and this one just struck a nerve with me because it was somebody who watched a lot of my videos, and I know because she used to leave comments. This was written about the first day Skylar was here. Now, if you remember, they were up at like 3:30 or 4 a.m. to come here. So sleep was completely interrupted. Skylar did fall asleep on the plane or whatever. She had some naps. I don't remember like what time we got to bed that first night that they were here, but she was awake at 4 a.m. And I guess I said that somewhere. And this is what Deborah had to say to me. 4 a.m. is too early. She needs to get a drink, a book, and read if cannot sleep. She's big enough to know how to be quiet and considerate so you can sleep at least till 7:30 a.m. She's got a fucking plan. Have a talk with her and set a few sleeping rules. She is, capital, old enough to know this. Get a snack, a glass of milk, color, read, draw so you can rest. But do it now. Don't wait. Just like if you were up, you would be quiet and let her sleep. And tell her to not go outside until you are awake. If she's old enough to dye your hair, she's old enough to be quiet and entertain herself for you to sleep. I'm adding some words in just to make it sound like proper English. Should make her feel grown up to do this. Have fun, be silly, laugh. This is precious time. And my first reply was, wow, lots of advice that I did not ask for. I'll handle things my way if you don't mind. It was like the nerve of somebody to tell me how to handle and somewhat discipline or teach my granddaughter to behave because we had one night where she woke up at 4 in the morning after fucking traveling. And this person replied, bossy much? I think she can handle Skylar just fine on her own without your exquisite parenting advice. And then Deborah writes back, excuse me for caring. See, these people get so mad when somebody tells them, You know, I didn't ask for that advice. Why doesn't anybody ever just say, oh my goodness, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't realize it could come across that way. People don't do that. Well, some do. Those are the ones that I'm still friends with. But these people get pissed off. Excuse me for caring. I won't say another word ever on this site. Ever. 2 evers. Sorry, and I did not mean to offend. It was not my intention. Every time I show caring and interest for someone on Facebook, I get kicked in the face. And I wrote back, Deborah, quite sure you have watched enough of my videos to know that I am not receptive to advice that I did not ask for. I hate it. Your comment was intrusive and completely selfish. You are not showing any care. You are forcing your opinions on someone. No wonder you get kicked in the face. Take that as a hint that no one wants your advice unless they ask for it. And she writes back, cute, have fun, but bye. Never again will I comment. You have enough subscribers. You don't need me. So enjoy summer. Now wait a second. Didn't she just say she was never going to comment? Yes, I won't say another word ever on this site. Ever. 2 evers, and she fucking comments again right away. What a dum-dum. And I wrote back, Deborah, you said you would never again comment, yet you did. Too bad you can't stick to your word. And you are totally correct. I don't need you. Even if I had just 1 subscriber, I'd want you to be gone. Somebody watched one of my hair videos. This video gave me so much anxiety. And I wrote back, I hope you stopped watching it immediately. this one, vegan dog lover. We've talked about her before. She's actually made my comments videos before, I'm pretty sure. She wrote, what I eat is literally the exact opposite of what you eat. And then somebody else wrote, and what you look like is the exact opposite of this woman, meaning me. And I wrote, you are correct. I'm sure I look so much better. Thank you for pointing that out to her. Some of these look familiar. Am I on a page I've already been on before? Here are some fucked up comments here. This person wrote to me in Spanish, and I put it in the translator. Now, we know a lot gets lost in translation, but there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, and she left me quite a few comments before I blocked her. This is the translation. Stupid asshole, because you cut your hair with sharp knives, I'm afraid. I hang you, I will kill you. These videos are published on YouTube. You have alcoholism. You went crazy. You're crazier than a goat. I am angry with you. You do not have the right to post dirt on the internet. I have courage. I wrote back. My reply was, you are such a lovely person. And she writes back, I kill you by voice. I do not speak anything. I call the police to arrest you. Oh my goodness. And then she writes, stupid shit, you are a coward. You cannot kill me. I'm underage. I don't know. And if she really is underage, what a fine adult she will make. Well, I'm going to just stop there for now for the sake of editing, because I know I have a lot of footage on here. Even though it might not end up being that long of a video, there's a lot of pauses in between that I edit out and stuff. So I will just say good night for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back with more soon. Bye. And Mar L says, that's why you are fat. Sorry for that, but nothing like that cares for itself in your body. Don't you love the apology tucked in between 2 fucking insults? What a cunt.